Hey everybody, it's Tom. Welcome back to Labyrinth. Today I've got a special guest with us. Here to sherpa me through the friggin' labyrinth is Allan, he of Contra fame. I was looking for an instruction manual, and the best I could do was the one walkthrough on GameFAQs. And looking at it, I realized that there's no way I'm going to get through this game without use of that walkthrough, but instead of just following the walkthrough, I've basically got Allan being the guru. He knows everything about this game because he's holding the walkthrough, and I'm just going to ask him what to do, and this way he can dole out the information without me spoiling things or just feeling woefully inadequate. So here we are back at Alf and Ralph, which is where we ended up last time. And I learned in my cursory look at that walkthrough that the fancy signs, if I go to open the doors again, open doors, they're gone now. So I don't know which door leads to the castle and which door leads to certain doom. I'm not going to lose my save game again. So I have to ask these guys. Let's ask Ralph, I guess. Okay, well, which is it? This door leads to the castle. Allan, correct me if I'm wrong, but the first time I have to ask them, they should be telling me the truth, correct?
Apparently so, yeah. And
okay, cool. So this door should lead to the castle. It should take me to the Wall of Hands. All right, and that disk load means that was correct. What we're going to try to do today is at least get through the next two sequences, the next corridor and the hedge mage. I believe there's stuff I need to get in there, so we are going to make sure we find all the stuff and move on correctly, because I'm sure I've already botched this game 9 ways to Sunday. Congratulate the wall so I can get the hell out of here. I really do love the goofy-ass look on the character.
it looks like he's being... It's almost like the top of a mosh pit or something like that now.
It's almost as creepy as it looks in the movie. It's kind of frightening because they're actual human hands. All right, here we are in the stone corridor. What do I need to accomplish in the stone corridor, Allan?
That is a good question. Apparently there's more crap to pick up with a goblin. Okay. And apparently not supposed to piss him off. So, but there is a rock and a peach somewhere on the floor of the section.
I think I got both of those last time I was through. Yep, I have a rock and I have 2 peaches.
Let me guess, more doors? Yep, more doors.
Loads of doors. I haven't gone through the corridor to where the goblin is yet, which I think is through here. Or wait, it was this way?
Well, you don't want to go quite there, so you want to go to the room in the far right.
Go all the way to the far right. The room on the far right, or the hallway on the far right? Like this door here?
The open doorway.
Okay.
On the far right. You just saw it.
That's this here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I believe there's another crystal ball. I may as well pick it up, because why not?
Yep. Did you get the shears?
Are they on the ground as well, or? Here's the goblin.
They're on the floor nearby.
There they are. All right, you have found a large pair of shears. All right. So I'm going to leave the goblin alone. I love how he just stands there.
Well, give one of the peaches to the goblin, apparently.
Give a peach to the goblin. Okay, that'll knock him out. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Give peach. Gee, that's nice.
So he's gonna pass out, and
Nice.
you're supposed to take his helmet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is entirely optional, apparently, but I'm guessing it's like one of those, like, well, they go through this bullshit.
Yeah, it's less an inventory-based game than it is just, hey, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's useful, as far as I can tell. There might be some key items, but it is... They hadn't figured out what they wanted to do with these games yet. Should I leave for the hedge maze now, or is there more to do in the stone corridor?
Well, put that helmet on. But you want to go to the open doorway next to the goblin.
Okay.
But put that helmet on. Apparently, it will do some cool shit later.
Okay. So... I guess use the helmet? There we go!
Damn!
I look like the bad guy from Karateka. Okay.
So is this a hedge maze?
It is not. So it looks like that may have led me astray. Let me go through here. Now we're at the hedge maze. Or at least we should be. There we go.
So there's a crystal ball somewhere around.
May have picked that one up already. I'm not sure, but should be able to find it. I think if I enter here, there's a goblin that's moving, so I might have to dance around it so as to avoid going to prison.
Alright, so you want to go to the opening on the... well, after getting the crystal ball, you want to go to the opening on the far right?
I did not go through that one, but okay. I think I'm lost in the hedge maze. I was trying to dodge the goblin. What is that? Oh, that's the bracelet.
Like the hoop thingy?
Yes. That's for the door knockers, that I know. And I'm being chased by a goblin where I found the bracelet. I'm going to outrun him and go through here. If this is anything like the stone corridor or the brick corridor, these just kind of wrap around a bit.
Alright, so this is where the instructions get a little weird. You want to go to the far left of the section.
Okay.
Like the entrance. Alright, you should see something that's overgrown with vines.
I do.
There you go.
I'm being chased mercilessly. I'm going to go back through again. Because I don't want to end up in prison. Ah, hell, really?
It's like freaking Pac-Man.
Yeah. This is a different section. I believe I would use these shears here, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
This might not be the right one. And that has taken me back to the stone corridor, so I believe I used the wrong one. But that's okay.
There's something about flipping the disc also.
That would probably
point
happen
too.
after I get out of the hedge maze and proceed forward. I believe that's the same goblin whose mask I took. Apparently he got a new one. And through here should bring me back to the hedge maze. For whatever reason, the fine folks who wrote the Vice emulator system, who they've done a fine job in emulating Commodore 64 stuff, but they saw fit to not set up the emulation wherein the disk loads go faster. The disk loads always go at the speed of the system you have it set to, which you can speed up, but then you speed up everything.
Did you just cut that already?
There's 2. And there I am in prison. Can I climb out?
Wow, this is like E.T. where you get thrown in that ditch again.
Yeah. Let's try this trick and see if this works here. This section I did read. So I just thought an elephant into existence. And now I'm going to summon the elephant. It will not come now, darn it. So I'm going to crawl out. And that's going to put me back at Alf and Ralph, I believe. Darn it. So this is the third Alf and Ralph. Are they going to lie to me this time? Or what do they do the third time you reach them?
They will. They'll just lie to you. So, take the door that they will claim will lead to, in capital letters, a certain death.
Okay. Everything we say will be a lie. Okay, at least they were upfront about it. This door leads to the castle. So if he's lying, then it doesn't. So I want to use this door. You gave it away! In the movie, those two are right next to each other, and they are annoying as crap. What would have been nice, seeing as how after you figured out the wall of hands, there's nothing to it. In a more modern game, it would just put you through this and get you to the right spot, because you've already cracked it. Helping hands. All right. All right, hopefully we get past this section so I don't have a third episode where I'm basically just running between these 3 sections over and over again.
So you sure you're not supposed to flip the disc over? Because that's what it's saying here. After you've gone through the vines.
There are 2 vine-covered doors. I likely went through the one that it didn't want me to go through. Because that one led back to the stone corridor, not to the next section.
Gotcha.
Basically, I need to clip the one that's not clipped yet. And there's a goblin guy there who will put me in prison if I get caught by him again. I go to use shears again. Okay, good. Maybe this is right. There we go. All right. All right. We've been trying for quite some time now, and for whatever reason, the second side of the game does not want to load. It could be that I have a bad disk image. It could be that I have far too much crap running on my aged MacBook Pro right now for friggin' Commodore emulation to work correctly. But I'm likely going to have to revisit the back half of Labyrinth at a different time. So in the meantime, we're going to fire up a different game for an interstitial Let's Play. And hopefully this works correctly. We're going to try to figure out how Frankie Goes to Hollywood works. which sounds far kinkier than it actually is.
Relax, guys. Relax.
So we're going to try that out. Thanks for watching, and as usual, the bear hugs are always free.